This is the More to the Game podcast, and this is your host, Big Trey. And today is a beautiful day to put y'all on game. More to the Game, back with another episode 14. I really enjoyed doing a podcast this season, even though I had to do it myself. I feel like everything that I've talked about is very valuable, and I've created a collection of videos and information that somebody at some point will find useful. And I hope that the people today watch it find it useful, and I hope that people years from now can still find it useful. Which brings me to today's topic, legacy. Legacy. Last episode, we talked about going pro and everything you need to know about being a good professional. Now, we're talking about what happens on the back end, the legacy you leave behind. Whether you play high school, college, professionally, you can leave behind a legacy on and off the court. Leaving a legacy just means that you're making an impact that's going to last long after you die, whether that be you die as a person or just to end your career. Long after everything is over, you have something to be left behind and remember. As an athlete, you may leave a legacy by the records that you set or break, the titles and championships that you win, the accomplishments, being the first to do such and such. You can leave a legacy of being a great teammate, being someone that was very coachable, being someone that did business in good faith and was professional about everything. You can leave a legacy of being a great friend and a great person, someone that can be counted on and trusted and has high moral values. Your legacy is your legacy. What you want to leave behind is up to you. But it starts today, in the present, how you want to be remembered, on or off the field or court. And part of leaving behind a legacy is doing it with no regrets. Turning over every stone, having gone as hard as you possibly could, doing everything in your power to will your teams to wins, to get all the accolades you possibly can do, just having a career of no regrets. And that's going to give you peace. A lot of former athletes talk about their glory days and they wish they would have did this, wish they worked harder here, they wish they wouldn't have made this stupid mistake. Play the game with no regrets, live your life with no regrets, do everything you possibly can, and live with the results at the end of the day. So at that point, when you get to reminiscing about your playing days, you're just at peace. You're not insecure about what you did or didn't do because you know you tried everything you possibly could do. And the results are what they are. Titles are not, records are not, stats are not. You did everything you possibly could do, and that's something that you can be at peace with. And having a legacy like that, being someone that did everything they possibly could do to win and be the best version of themselves, that's something that you can show your kids. You bring your old teammates around, your family or coaches, or you look up your highlights or whatever. They can see that, the people will tell them how you were. That's something that they can look up to and strive to be better than. Your legacy affects your generations after you. That's the most beautiful thing about legacy. And even when you pass on, your great-grandkids and great-great-great-grandkids can understand that you left behind a legacy that started everything. Your work ethic, your ambition, your drive, living a life with no regrets, that's something that they can look up to, no matter if they've ever met you or not. And it makes the transition so much easier. Once you're done playing your sport and you know that you're at peace with your playing career, you can go into the second act a whole lot easier, knowing that you did everything you possibly did in your first act, because there's so much more life after sports. You're lucky if you can play a sport to 40. That's for the top of the top, lucky of the lucky. That's lucky. 30, that's a really great time. You're able to play professionally, play maybe 17 years or whatever. That's amazing. Most people stop playing at either 18 or 22, 23, 24, somewhere in there. That's so much more life to live after that. So at that point, you've accomplished all you could on the court. You can easily transition to being just as great off the court. And that's what legacy is all about. Continuing what you do, leaving behind something for others that's going to continue to last. Legacy. Starts now.